I got this comment asking about time tracking with Dubsado 3.0, and I realized I have not gotten into it, so today is that day. We're going to get into how Dubsado's built-in time tracker works, how to automatically apply your time tracking to invoices, but before we do, I want to talk about why time tracking is so important. I have found that there's something about time tracking that really helps me see where my time is actually going, even if I'm not billing my clients for that time. I just like to know so I can understand scope of my projects and just how long everything's gonna take me, which seems silly, but if a project I was expecting to take half a day ends up taking a day and a half, I want record of that. It's so easy to just go through the motions of the day when you're working and not even pay attention to how much time you're spending on things. And tracking my time has really helped anchor me on where my time is actually going. Some people will do time blocking in their days, and that's a great way to kind of keep track of your time. I'm not personally a time blocker. I feel really confined when my calendar's blocked off for things like I determined I'm going to work on it. It's like, you don't know me, you can't tell me what to do, and I kind of buck the system. So for me, time blocking does not work. But I do want to know how much time I'm spending on things. So time tracking has absolutely helped me on what's like a under 5 minute task and what's going to take me longer. Sometimes when you're doing inbox triage, there's certain things that you can do right away and knock off, and things that you know are going to have to get you into focus mode to spend the time on it. So to me, time tracking is a awareness tool rather than a punishment, just because time blocking doesn't work for me. When you're looking at where your time actually goes, it gives you insight into decisions for your business, on your pricing, on your deliverables, on your capacity, on what you should really drop or hand off, or like what something should not be taking you so much time, but you allowed it to take time. All of those things. Time tracking for the win. And then you obviously have, if you are billing by the hour, the literal, I need to track my time for my client piece of it. And that's where Dubsado 3.0 comes in really nice with time tracking for your client hours. Let's go ahead and jump into the computer and let me show you how it works and how to set it up. All right, one of the great things inside of Dubsado 3.0 is the time tracking is up here in the top right-hand corner, where no matter where you're at in Dubsado, you're going to have this time tracker. So you can click on it and it's going to start, and you can change the name of it. So let's say edits, perfect. And then I'm going to add a project. Let's go ahead and pull something in, and I can add a rate. We have some flex rates here and a category. Save. And now if I hit start, it's going to have it going. I'm going to be able to see it no matter where I go inside of my Dubsado. And when I can pause it, but when I end the session here, it's going to go to that project. So here I have time tracking, and I can see now that my time tracking is sitting right here, and I'm able to add this to a invoice. Let's go ahead. I don't think I have an invoice on this project. Let's apply to an invoice here and create a new one. Awesome. And apply. Now I have my edits here. I can exit out. So on time tracking here, it's no longer open because it's considered invoiced, or I can see all, and it'll show you where it is, if it's been on the invoice or not. So you're able to see all of that time tracking in that project. And then I also have invoice my time tracking on my full invoices, so I can see all here. So I can see all past ones also, and I can continue to add time, and I can add everything here. It'll save recent. So here's my recent project. And if you needed to add a manual time, you're able to log time manually and add it to a project. And I can go ahead and just say I spent 30 minutes on it and add that date and make sure my hourly rate is on here. Save. Perfect. And now that status is considered open. And so I'm able to apply this also to an invoice. And you can also, always go back to that project, go to the time tracking, click on it, give it a description or a title, and then apply it to an invoice as needed. It could be an open one. If there was already an invoice on this project, it would be there. You can create a new invoice and you can add multiple time trackings to the same invoice. You do not have to invoice your time tracking. Like, it can just show open, but ideally that's what you're working towards, is tracking the time to easily invoice for your people. And if for whatever reason you never use time tracking and you've gotten this far, you can come into your invoicing, your time tracking, and you can hide the tracker so it does not even show up for you. Okay, so that is all fine and dandy when working in your Dubsado. But if you're someone like me, I personally never use this because I work in people's Dubsados. Like, I'm having to bop between different Dubsado profiles, and I don't want to worry about a time tracker running once I don't log out, but like I flip into my client's portfolio, and I want to be able to see my time tracker without having to be logged into my account where I'm time tracking. So I personally use Toggle Track for all of my time tracking, and I've got a whole other video on how I use Toggle and their track side of things. I will link that above and I'll link it in the description. It is amazing and it syncs really well with my daily planner, which is Sunsama, and I've got another video on Sunsama that I will link. And if you're just curious how I do my time tracking, I use those tools to really understand. And I like Sunsama because I go in on my day and I say how much estimated time I'm going to work on something, and at the end of the week I get a report that says here was how much time you estimated and here's your actual time. It's a really neat breakdown to see what I was planning on doing with my time versus how I actually spend my time. As you use your Dubsado and you're finding out you need some help setting it up or navigating it, I'd love to support you. I've got a free clarity call down below. And I've also got links for any of these softwares. Some of them even give you a discount code, so do be sure to check them out. I'm Lauren with The Smarter Creative. I'm helping creative entrepreneurs work smarter in their businesses instead of harder. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next, and I will see you in the next one.